Now, students, we're going to talk about a piece that has had a profound impact on my life. It's the most important part of Schumann's Scenes from Childhood, called Dreaming, or Träumerei. My German pronunciation isn't great, but it means dreaming. This set of pieces was actually meant to be dedicated to children. For children. But that doesn't mean it's for children to play. That's a different story. It's for children because sometimes little kids feel down. Like, for example, it's like feeling a bit misunderstood, right? And then there's the first part about going to a strange place. It's about those shifts in a child's mind. The performance of this piece that left the deepest impression on me was Horowitz's. I was at my teacher, Professor Zhu's house in 1986, a year after I started studying with him at age 4. At the time, we had, well, not our house, but their house, in the faculty building of the Shenyang Medical College. They had a Soviet satellite dish. It was still the Soviet Union. Then, this Moscow concert was being broadcast across the entire USSR, and Professor Zhu happened to record it from that satellite feed. Horowitz in Moscow, right? Horowitz hadn't returned to the Soviet Union in 50 years. It was still the USSR then. He hadn't been back to Russia. So the entire audience was filled with this profound sense of reverence. It was almost as if they were all there just to witness a true god of the piano perform. For Horowitz, he poured his entire life's worth of emotion, this deep, enduring longing for Russia or for the Soviet Union, a longing for his people, into his music. And so, when he played Träumerei, this dreaming piece, almost everyone there was in tears. I was very young then and didn't quite understand. I wondered why this old man was crying, why that little girl was crying over such a simple piece. Of course, as I grew up, I began to realize the greatness of this piece, right? So, Horowitz's legendary Moscow recital was also, for me, the very first time that I truly and deeply understood the kind of atmosphere a pianist can create in a live setting. Yeah. I used to just think playing was fun. I didn't know it could do this, that it could move the whole world, move everyone. And then everyone just held their breath. Everyone would hold their breath. This was the first time in my life that I, realized how it could be so powerful. This kind of power is the specific kind, you know. It's not about being loud or strong. It's an inner kind of power, all right? So let's talk about it a bit. Now, there are two main techniques in this piece. One is legato. That's the first technique. The second technique is pedaling. When you're dreaming, sometimes you're lucid and sometimes you're not, right? Or when you're about to fall asleep, it's just that, hazy feeling. So this pedal is just like that. One moment it's clear, like when it's clear here, and when it's not clear. Falling asleep again, and back in the dream once more. But what's actually harder is because when you first start playing, the pedaling doesn't require such high levels of,
And the left pedal.
The left pedal, right. The left pedal, exactly. It's interesting. I didn't really like using the left pedal when I was a kid. But later, after I started playing Rachmaninoff concertos, I just loved using this left pedal. Because in these pieces, when you press it, the sound, it drops down very easily. Because think about it. Look at this piano. See, when I press the left pedal, it shifts right over. Why? Because in the end, say two strings become one string.